good, y'all? Y'all know who this is. issadready back again with another mukbang. I got some tacos here today. Today's Taco Monday for me. I don't know about y'all. What y'all eating with me right now? Or are you eating at all? Let's get into this food. Let me say my grace. Amen. So I went and got me some freaking tacos at this place off of I think Miller Road or something like that. It's like a gas station, and inside it got tacos. Here's some tacos. This is a barbacoa taco. Look at that. Look good, don't it? Got some cilantro, onions, and then on the side they got these little peppers. And they also got onions on the side, like grilled onions. So let me drop some of them in there. But yeah, just take a couple of bites and shut up, because I know y'all want to see me eat. So let me just do that first, and then we'll get to talking. I don't know if that's a red sauce or a green sauce, but that thing's hot. It's great. Lime in there. Got some extra lemons and limes just in case. I wonder what it tastes like with a lemon. Let's see. Man, now. Yes, Lord. Y'all don't have to excuse me on this one. Cause these tacos good to me. Got them rice and beans on that. So for the 3 tacos on the platter, I got barbacoa, steak, and chicken, and then the other 3 tacos I got barbacoa, because barbacoa is the best, period. Like, I don't live in like Arizona or Cali, where they be having the good, nice carne asada tacos, which is basically steak, so I guess you can call it this carne asada kind of, but not really. But man, I feel like the best 2 places that have food, and I could be wrong because it could be other states out there and I just don't know about it, but I feel like New York and Cali got the best cuisines. Like, I feel like Cali got the best Mexican food, the street food, the carne asada fries, and the carne asada tacos. In New York, you just put like the pizzas and the seafood and stuff, and of course New Orleans, you know. But if you got a state out there that you live in and y'all got good food, good cuisine, let me know and tell me what y'all known for, because I like to know. So it's also a barbacoa. And I don't know if this is just like a skimpy little pepper, but I think they changed their peppers. So I wonder if these are spicier or not. I don't know. Because normally it'd be like a fat jalapeno, but this is like a skinny, it kind of looks like it could possibly, no, not, it's too big to be serrano. I hope it's not serrano, because serrano is spicy. This is delicious. Anybody out there that prays, pray for my knee. This has been acting up, man. Like, I've been getting aches out of nowhere. I mean, it's not really out of nowhere because I do strenuous activity at my job, but like, I feel like it's just the older I'm getting, the worse my joints are getting. My back is starting to bother me. I remember people used to tell me, be careful, don't lift that heavy stuff, don't pull all that weight because it's going to hit you in the end. It's hitting me now. But how y'all doing today? I hope everything is good with y'all. This is a chicken one. See if y'all can see it. I don't know. It's so good. Like, it's so good. High key. You don't need no platter. You don't need no rice. You don't need no beans. Just a taco. I just got tacos. Cause those by itself is just enough. I think it started a show like rice and beans are good, but like you don't need them, man. The steak one. I'm eating one more taco with no talking, and then I'm gonna talk. And then I'm gonna try to eat the rest of this, which I'm probably not gonna be able to do because this is a lot of food, bro. Green, a little bit of red on that thing. Yeah, boy. Man, shit, this is good, bro. I'm telling you, like, look at it. I just maxed 4 tacos straight. Like, I see why Tay from Tay Lou be closing her eyes for men. The food just be good. It just do something to you. You gotta close your eyes, just like make you appreciate it. And okay, so today, you all right? I know I'm a little hefty, but ain't that big for you to be doing all that? Pipe down. So today, the topic I want to talk about today is basically stop having kids. If you're not ready to love a child unconditionally, love a human unconditionally, love a person unconditionally, if you can't even do that in real life, don't have children. People are just having kids just to have kids, having kids because they can't keep their legs closed. And that don't make no sense. If you're going to have sex, use protection. You don't want the kid anyway, really. So just use protection. It's not that hard, man. Y'all should always be carrying condoms on you at all times. Whatever you need to use, condom, dental dams, shoes. At this point, saran wrap, whatever. Something to protect you from diseases, viruses, and from children. Because some of y'all are not ready to have kids. And we can see by what this generation is, man. Some of y'all done had some, I'm sorry, please excuse me, but some stupid ass children. Dumb. It makes me so sick, this world. It's sick. And the people in this world are sick. And it's just getting worse and worse with the decades, and it's so crazy. But as far as the Dwayne Wade situation and his daughter Zaza, I don't know how old she is, and I'm gonna keep saying she because I respect it. Like, I just feel like when people say that kids are the future and kids, you know, kids know stuff, kids can see, kids are not stupid, I completely agree with that. I don't know why y'all feel like being gay or transgender or whatever, everything is something that somebody chooses. No, it's not. Why would anybody choose to be gay? Why would anybody choose to be transgender? Why would anybody choose to be a lesbian? In this society that we live in today, how we are treated, why would anybody choose that? Now, I know some greedy people out there and some people that might be just experimental or whatever the case, but I feel like if the people who say they were, you know, like, I don't really like to mix religion and all type of stuff, political stuff, and all this other sexual preferences and everything like this. I don't like to mix it together because it's just a big topic, and you know, so many people are gonna be coming for me if they actually see this video, or you know, if you agree or disagree. But like, I just feel like that goes back to having children. Like, are you actually ready to have a child? Because you don't know what your child's gonna be in the future. You don't know if your child's gonna be lesbian, gay, a transgender, a killer, a rapist. You don't know what your child's gonna be. You gotta be ready for anything that happens. You gotta be ready to love your child unconditionally. And a lot of people out here are not loving their children unconditionally because they're lesbian, gay, or transgender. They disown them. And they leave them and push them to the streets and push them out there into society. And society is a cruel place. And it's even more cruel when you don't have family behind you. Dwayne is doing an awesome job, and he's supporting his child, and that's unconditional love. Something that some of y'all don't even have, and something that some of y'all can't even speak on because you ain't never been in that situation. You're not lesbian and gay. You don't know what it feels like to be like that. You're not transgender. You don't know what it feels like to be transgender, to be trapped in a body that you feel like is not yours. Do they really, honestly, and truly believe that they were not meant for this body? And it's been proven. Like, I don't have the statistics right here with me, but like, it's been proven that it is kind of a genetic thing, that the outside shell does not match the inside. And that's how these people feel. And y'all sitting here telling them they're wrong to feel that, sitting there telling them, their parents, that they're wrong to support them. How dare you? You are a shitty ass person if you sit here saying that that's wrong and that's gross and he wrong for that. No. I hope none of y'all have children that are saying this type of stuff. And I hope none of y'all children happen to go through something like this or be gay or lesbian, transgender, because I feel sorry for them, because they not gonna have any support from you. It's already hard for, especially, like, I love everybody white, Hispanic, Chinese, or Asian, Indian. I love all my people, everybody, because I was taught to love, and God is love, so why wouldn't I love everybody? But African Americans are way more hard on stuff like this than anything else, because the only thing that African Americans had back in the day when slavery was going on, the only thing they had was God. And they were given this book called the Bible to follow every little rule in there. But honestly, I believe in God 100%, 110%. But I do not believe in everything in the Bible, because some of that stuff contradicts each other. Like, how's God love, but he don't, you know, he's gonna burn us down because we are attracted to the same sex. That doesn't make sense. How can he be love and be this? And I don't need nobody in the comments saying, oh, this is the reason why, whatever, because whatever you say, I really don't care. I know that God loves me. I believe in God 100%, and I know that he loves me. Just like when you play the telephone game, you say something to somebody, and at the end of it, it's something completely different. How wouldn't something that a man wrote the Bible, how could something that a man wrote really just be that true? Like, they could have wrote anything that they wanted in that book. They could have turned it and twisted any way they want just to make themselves be, just to suffice them and make them feel like, oh, they're in power. Anybody could have said he said, she said, and put it in the book. Like, some of that stuff in the book is probably true, but it's probably stretched out and, you know, and made to believe whatever. And everybody has different interpretation of everything. So one person's interpretation could be different than somebody else's interpretation. And there's so many versions of the Bible. What is it called? The others, I don't even know what it's called, but there's so many types of forms of the Bible. I just feel like trying to get into religion. But back to Dwayne Wade's daughter, because I'm gonna respect her and say daughter. Like, I just feel like y'all are really wrong for doing that to somebody, making them feel like they don't belong, making him feel like he a bad father because he supports his child. No, why would you turn your head on your child? That's so stupid. Like, that's the worst form of it all, man. That's the worst thing you could do is turn your, like, you talk about we going to hell and all that type of stuff. You're going to hell for just turning your back on your child. I feel like that's the worst thing at all. Like, why would you even do that? That's crazy. Doesn't make sense to me. So until you're ready to unconditionally love a child, not even just a human being, a child that came out of you, that you made, you created, until you can sit there and love them unconditionally, don't have one. Don't have one. That's it, y'all. I'm out. If y'all agree or disagree with what I'm saying, drop in the comments and I'm sorry, it's hot. Drop in the comments below. Let them know what your thoughts are on anything I've talked about, especially the Dwayne Wade situation. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like he's wrong or right for supporting his child? Like, he literally, that's his child. What would you do if your child came to you and said, I feel like I'm a girl, I'm a woman, I don't feel complete in this body, like, I want to be a woman, I want to be a girl? What would you do? Like, would you support them? Would you disown them? Would you say okay and just leave, or be like, you can do it when you're 18, or what would you do? Be honest. I would really like to know. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in and listening to me with this long story. Watch me eat my tacos. You got hot. Make sure you like, comment. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're not new, thank you for tuning in and for continuing to have support. I hope y'all like everything I'm doing here. If you have any suggestions, drop them below. I'm gonna chop it up and read my email. You want any advice on anything that you go through in life? DM me on Instagram. And as always, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.